You are a sinner, a bearer of the mark, sentenced to 9,125 days of scout servitude and stripped of your earthly status. You now belong to the All-Father. Transfer to the Blood Moon Penal Colony will commence immediately.
What have we here? New scout. What a pleasant surprise. Welcome to the Red Moon. How do you like your cell, inmate?
Huh?
My name is Aylin. I'm here to help you settle in. We don't use Earth names here, so from now on, it's a good name. I chose it myself.
You're a giant head.
And you're a small human who is being inducted. It's been a while since I had a new scout. Most of mine have got lost, or... well...
I shouldn't be here.
You were gifted the Mark of Luna for a reason. Only those who bear those beautiful red eyes are chosen for such important work.
And what happens if I disagree?
You don't want to disagree with the All-Father. But enough of that. You must be very excited to be here.
What kind of prison is this?
Don't be so dramatic. Now, as a scout, whatever we want you to do, the more missions you complete, the faster your sentence is reduced.
Down where?
So there is a spark of curiosity in there. The Abyss is the infinite structure inside of this lunar object. In other words, you're in space. But don't worry. Scouts don't leave their cells when they access the Abyss. Speaking of which, let's get you settled in, and then we'll look at assigning you.
Anomaly detected. Selection completed.
Well, out of the frying pan and into the... Let's assign you a warden.
The end only comes you say stop. Time to wake up, little wanderer. It's time to wake up.
Where am I? What happened to my body?
In spite of the those who seek to control us. You are marked once. Red-eyed surface.
Nearly there. Reverse. That's it.
Nowhere but here.
Adjustment here. Level that up there and...
You scout the abyss.
There we are. Finally a clear connection. I see the abyss has chosen a fake warden. I take it you must be from a working class background.
Trade with
Oh, and you found a scout rifle too. How resourceful. But enough idle talk. The Old Father has made a request. A rare piece of drift technology has been detected somewhere in the canyon. An excavation tool known as the Shield Breaker. We need to retrieve it for study.
of the church.
I'm adding its general location into your objective system. Track it down, and the Old Father will reward you.
What the?
Strike carefully, folks. There are adrift nearby. Don't be deceived by those still with a human form. Their souls have been consumed by the scourge that rots this place. All that's left is pure horror. I probably should have warned you about the Mother Eyes network. Oops.
isn't much salvage left here, you know. All the useful technology was
Are you a prisoner?
No. I envy you surface dwellers. These depths grow stifling after a while. I can't recall when I last saw moonlight.
How long have you been down here?
We create time where none exists. It has no material meaning, no worth with which to measure. Everything that is exists only as the sum total of what was and what is yet to come. As the snake swallows its own tail, so time swallows itself.
I'm not sure I do.
Nothing in life is irrefutable, but please tell me.
I'm looking for a piece of technology.
Ah, I see. So the automated detection system is still in... I use an old workshop not far from here. I think what remains of your shield breaker can be found there. Follow the path through this tower and cross the pipes that grow.
Thank you.
Take care, young scout.
Your records say you grew up in New London. A sinful place, according to the All-Father. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
It's none of your business.
Your transition here was a blessing, really. Anyway, it seems you have a clue from that disconnected about the Shieldbreaker's location. But be mindful, not everyone you meet in this will be so kind. folks. Your sentence has been reduced by 10 days. Try the shield breaker out on those blue energy fields. I'll just locate a disconnection point to bring you back. We'll have to look at disconnecting you later. I've synchronized the origin location to your objective. So you should be able to follow where that sound is coming from. Check that shield breaker may come in more useful than we thought. That was a close one. Celebrants are frightful adrift. Rumor has it they were once the aristocracy of the old colony. Now, they're as mindless as the rest. It's a good job we didn't need that wall to stay put. Still, if it helps you complete your mission, who am I to stop you drastically changing the Abyss? By the way, I have a theory about the disruption. Well, more of an idea. Do you want to hear it? It sounds like some kind of signal. A malfunctioning warden emitting a distress beacon, maybe. Or... it could be something else. This place. I don't remember it before. Looks like you're in unexplored territory now, Fox. Starting to interfere with my connection. I need you to pick up the pace. If my connection drops, you'll be alone again. So don't blame me if you end up lost in the dark. This signal is too strong for a malfunctioning warden. Something else is going on here.
You're breaking up. Run that by me again? I can't hear you. Looks like I'm on my own.
I suppose he sent you to hunt me down, yes?
He?
Ah. I'm Urian, by the way. Nice to meet you.
I came to locate a signal. It sounds...
It sings to you, does it? How?
Can't you hear it?
All the time. It drives me mad, actually. I'd begun to suspect that I was imagining it. When you've been alone for as long as I have, you become a bit peculiar in the head. Everything. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's a lie shaped like a promise. Fool's gold, and I'm the fool, but never mind me. It called to you, and you answered. So it's yours now. It wants to commune with you. You'll let it, won't you?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Rubbish. How else do you expect to learn anything? Go on! It won't bite you. It would seem that it has chosen you. And just in time. This is a gift for Aiden. Always for Aiden.
As the snake swallows its own tail, we swallow time. Feed, wanderer, feed.
I see you found my gift. You see that adrift over there? Consume its essence. Good. Now, we're in business.
What's happening to me?
You're growing, evolving into something more. The eye is open. It sees through you now. These little gifts of mine, think of them as aids to fulfilling the prophecy, the promise the bastard tore away from us.
What do you want from me?
Find your way to Greymont, to the cathedral at the heart of the city. And there you will find answers. Aiden will find answers. Getting out of here might be a challenge, but, well, we've all got to start somewhere. Transcend, folks. I have every faith in you.
me about losing my connection. What's happened? You look different. Where's your warden? You're just
Urian. Ugh, it was so loud.
Urian? You don't sound so good. Let's get you out of there and check you over. There's a connection point here. You'll need to climb up through Warden's regret to reach it. I can extract you from there. I'm loading the location into your system now. Run an analysis on your status. I have never experienced anything like this. Whatever happened to you down there, whatever this Urian did to you, he somehow managed to detach consciousness from your brain. To cut a long story short, you're luckily for you, consciousness itself is not the warning. Which means I should be able to bring you back safely.
you're a funny-looking one.
Excuse me?
Begging your pardon, no one's used this lift in a few, and I ain't ever seen anyone looking like you before.
You're pretty unusual too.
Fair play. Suppose I've been a bit truncated since I lost my twin. I know.
Does this thing still work?
Of course it still works. Granted, it's been several centuries since anyone but me used it. Some days, I ride all the way to the top. And some days I go all the way back down to the bottom. What you doing down here anyway? You don't look like one of them
I'm a scout. This is my first day.
Oh, right. And what's a scout when it's at home? I know how to go up and how to go down. Ain't got much call to know anything. My twin, now he liked to know everyone's comings and goings. Round about the time everything went pear-shaped down here, he just sort of disappeared. Ain't seen him since.
Oh.
Nah, probably not. Nobody lives forever, do they, folks? Anyway, off you pop. Got things to do.
The disconnection point is just around the corner. You've done good work today, inmate. Just a little further now. Should do it. Disconnecting you now. Welcome back, Fox. How are you feeling? I suppose it must have been quite a traumatic experience. The good news is, you completed your mission. Your sentence has been reduced by... The bad news is, you lost a warden. That's a penalty of 20 days. I'm sure you'll do better next time.
I still feel strange.
Yes, well, you've been through quite the transformation. Your neural signature, the signal inside you that is normally intrinsic, is now its own entity.
And that means...
You no longer need a warden to protect you from the scourge in the abyss.
I don't think I like the sound of that.
It certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Your vital signs look fine. Better than before, in fact. I doubt many humans would have the mental strength to adapt as quickly as you did. It's quite impressive.
Urian, he mentioned you by name. He said this is for Aelin.
Well, that is unusual. However, not surprising given my research on him so far.
He said something about going to Grey... Grey... Oh, my head.
You need to rest, Fox. Leave this Urian to me. We'll talk tomorrow. Time for bed, Fox?
Sleep sounds good.
Good morning, Fox. Are you feeling better? That's not surprising. In any case, I've been looking into this Urian character. He's quite the
He said...
I should hope so. He's Urian Caldecott. Wanted for historic... He is to be apprehended at all costs. I've logged a mission request into this...
It feels like...
I don't know what that place was, but I believe
He mentioned something about...
Yes, well, there might be something to that. The Abyss still has secrets. We don't know much about the origin, but we do know that they believe there was a heart to the Abyss. A place of immense power that would open up to those... It seems Urian is a hangover from a time long lost. A dangerous extremist.
He told me he'd be waiting for...
Raymond. It was the capital of the old colony. I can't help wondering if he's luring you into a trap.
But you're gonna...
Capture request for fugitive Scout 5437, designation Fox, to report.
I was hard on you yesterday. I admit that. But if you do as I say and follow my orders, you have a real chance of making it home one day. Anyway, it's time to go back to the Abyss as you don't have a warden anymore. I've had to use an old disconnection point to... Luckily for you, it's exactly where we need to go to open... Let's go. Connecting you to King's Reach. Would you like to connect to the Abyss?
I'm ready.
Worked as intended. Welcome to King's Reach, Fox. After the Scourge erupted, it's said the All-Father fought to seal the darkness away once and for all. Both here and back in the Old City, stopping the spread of the disease. The train line to Greymont has been sealed shut for hundreds of years. But if you're to follow the All-Father's orders and apprehend Urian, we'll need to find a way to break these seals and open the door. It's the only logical thing to do. I've seen something like this before. A commune in the Weeping Meadows uses one as their sigil. They're a group of disconnected. They like to keep themselves to themselves. It won't be easy to get past their defenses. They know what the seal means and how to break it. I'm uploading the Weeping Meadows route to your objective system, Fox. The path is an old scout trail, but it won't be easy to navigate. Keep your wits about you.
Now here's a sight for sore eyes. And I'd begun to think we were the only scouts left down here. What brings you to sunny old King's Reach, little one?
Have you come from the Weeping Meadows? I'm heading that way myself.
I see. Off on holiday, are you? Eh?
It's not nice to tease, Everett.
Apologies, little one. I suppose you must be out for salvage too. Not that there's much left. Me and Orion here spend our days combing the abyss for odds and ends. Sending technology back to Earth. Problem is, these machines have been rotting for the better part of 2 centuries, so most of it's useless old shit.
I'm sorry. He doesn't...
Well, time waits for no man. Or spider, eh?
I see you've met my other scouts.
Everett and Orion? They seem nice. Have you had them long?
They're not.
How many scouts are there anyway? Aside from the 3 of us, I mean.
Not as many as there used to be.
Well, you're quite the little prodigy. Oh, really? I'm delighted with your progress. This little gift is going to make your journey all the more satisfying. A spring in your step, you might say, or a boost in your jump. Breathe in that power. Savor it.
Aylin warned me about you.
Oh, dear Aylin. Forgive her, won't you? She's not quite what she used to be. But she'll soon come around. Now, chop chop, I'm already tired of waiting for you. Greymont is awfully dull nowadays.
It never fails to impress me with its beauty. Well, what beauty is left? The scourge has ravaged the landscape down here, despite all Father's best efforts. Those in the commune painted their sigil across the meadows to attract survivors. They must know something about its origin. I hope the scourge didn't get to them too. That would really make it really difficult. Well, let's be optimistic, folks. To the commune. is the Garden of Lune. It was the agricultural center of the Abyss. At its peak, enough produce was grown here to keep the entire colony fed. Now all those fields are flooded with scourge. The people who live down here fought bravely, trying to hold back wave after wave of drift. That's left of a once thriving community. It's only thanks to the All-Father that anyone survived at all.
Min's going to be cross.
Who's Min?
It doesn't matter. You're interesting. What do you want? Is that interesting too?
I'm just curious about the sigil on your banner.
Nobody remembers anymore. But I do. I know all kinds of things. The reactor. That's where we find it. It meant something important, I think.
Okay. How can I get to this room?
I don't really... She'll be cross, but maybe...
You shouldn't be here. We have grown complacent. It has been a long time since anyone found their way here.
Is this your home?
We were the keepers of the Scourge. Those appointed to come. You've seen it, haven't you? We were once Luna's last hope. Now, we merely count down the days until our inevitable end.
Outside.
Boss says all kinds of things. The All-Father came here not long before the Scourge. He went there with a companion and came back alone. He looked haunted. The sigil is his gift to us, a ward against the rot, that we may protect those few who remain.
Oh. There's a matching...
Perhaps. There is nowhere. What those men did bought us time. But if this is your directive...
They're not the only ones, you know.
A few lost sheep does not make a flock. If you truly intend to exhume what living through it all the first time around was quite enough.
So it was the All-Father who placed the seal on the reactor. I hope you won't object to us breaking it. No. Intercepting Urian is our priority, by any means necessary. He made that perfectly clear. There's an old drift pump not far from here. If we won't open the security door, then we'll do it ourselves. If we can just find a way out of the commune, we can kick that pump back to life and get things running again. Let's get to it.
place ought to speed things up a little. Go on. Give it a whirl.
Why are you helping me?
Didn't your mother tell you never to look a gift horse in the mouth? You're welcome. This is about something much bigger than you folks. You are a means to a very important end. That's all.
Mother warned me about you. Mother said you must die.
What was that?
Whatever it is, we'll deal with it. Let's go, folks. have done the trick.
What terrible thing have you awakened?
It's fine. I'll take...
Just as you took care of turning the power on, you... Forgive me. Anger won't undo what's done.
I won't let anything harm...
Wherever does Aelin pluck you all from? Abundant in promises, yet if I let you pass through, will you cause still more chaos? You understand what's at stake for us here.
My freedom is at stake too.
I suppose I should know better by now than to expect a straight answer from us. Do what you have to. Everything has to die. A warning before you go. My watchmen have reported a strange... It should go without saying. But if he finds his way in because of you, I won't be quite so merciful.
I suppose you'll be wanting to get to the old reactor.
That's the aim, yeah.
Well, there's no other reason to be here, is there? I take it you've already met Min.
You know Min?
Yeah, if they want to sit around all day waiting to die, that's their business. We could have another 100 years in us yet. That's a long time to be miserable.
Are you trying to get through?
Failing, mostly. Can't shift those course. If you was willing to help an old man out.
Guess I'm everyone's errand.
Just beyond here, there's a graveyard for old wardens. I should warn you though, that place is...
I'll be fine.
I've no doubt. I suppose you'll be wanting to get to the old reactor.
That's the aim, yeah.
I take it you've already met Min.
You know Min?
We could have another 100 years in us yet.
Are you trying to get through?
Of course.
Guess I'm everyone's errand.
I should warn you though.
I'm up for a challenge.
You were wondering what those disconnected were afraid of. Well, this is it. After the Scourge, the Adrift attacked in their masses. The disconnected could only hold them off for so long. They died fighting. Or, well, their bodies died. Even when their wardens ground to a halt, their human consciousness would have remained trapped inside for a long time.
That's horrifying.
walkthroughs were primarily used for construction, but security was a common secondary function.
I'm amazed they weren't running the place. That's a lot of firepower.
Don't get any ideas. I'd hate to have to shock you when you've been doing so well.
That's a good job, well done, lass. Thanks for your help.
I was doing myself.
Ah, well, by the way...
It bears the same sigil as the commune.
That's so. Well, if it's said it's been a while, I remember seeing something like...
Interesting. Sounds like we have a lead on the second seal. Consider that your next mission. Assuming you get through this in one piece. Tread carefully. It's pretty hazardous up here.
Some garden this is.
Nature and industry don't mix well. Isn't the same true on Earth? For an intelligent species, you certainly seem invested in repeating your mistakes.
Not all of us are intelligent.
careful. I know next to nothing about this place. I have no idea what you might find in there.
That's comforting.
A scout's job is to explore the unknown, and sometimes the unknown is dangerous. That's just how it is.
You think I don't know that?
Help me, will you? Oh, you nasty little flesh bag. You bone puppet. Won't it be lovely when I tear the
Edwin? Is that you?
No. My name is...
William. At least, is Edwin with you?
I'm sorry, I don't...
I need to tell him how sorry I am.
I don't...
I'm not me anymore, am I? It was all real then. What a shame. What a terrible...
He'd gathered them all, the lost and the desperate, the wretched. Earth was drowning, and the baleful eye of the blood moon gazed down with little care. Hope for the hopeless? What greater calling could there be than to deliver humanity from disaster? The leader of fate was a great man, they said, bane of the church and father to the damned. Oh, come, all ye faithful. And little care had William, who dreamed only of escape. Fate or faith, it made no difference. If his beloved went, then he would go with him. The great man of fate reached out a hand. The All-Father, they called him. A lifeboat to a drowning man, all the way to the stars. Did you think he contained his friends out of cruelty? It was protection, one last act of kindness in an unkind world.
Friends? There's more like him.
Sealed in the darkest depths, where none dare walk, where none dare seek. He left her there, sleeping and safe, until you came.
Will you take me to him? My Edwin?
He's gone, William.
Gone?
I think there might be a way to help you, but it means letting you go. Back into the drift.
Will I find him there, do you think?
Maybe.
All right. I'm ready to go now.
I hope you find him.
Mission complete. Well done. You've earned a couple of days off for all your hard work. You see? A scout's life isn't all toil. There's reward, too.
I didn't think there'd be a person in there.
In the chamber? I had no idea. It wasn't in my briefing.
No.
All adrift are people, Fox.
He must have been trapped in there for centuries, just...
The seal had to be broken. Even if we'd known, even if we'd understood the meaning of it.
People. There's another one. Trapped.
Yes. And you can grant them freedom.
Do you think he's free now?
Yes. Would it have been better to leave him to rot?
It's not much of a choice.
No. I suppose. But it's done now. And we're a step closer. Let's head there in the morning and see if it worked. Get some rest, Fox. You'll need your strength for tomorrow. You should probably get some sleep. Time for bed, Fox?
Sleep sounds good.
Ah, Fox. You're up bright and early. Eager to get to work?
Are any of your scouts?
For many scouts, connecting to the Abyss is the highlight of their day. More importantly, we have a lead on this. According to my analysis, it looks like most likely a disused drift reactor like the one in the Weeping Meadows.
What am I gonna find inside?
We should assume that what you encountered in that reactor wasn't. Don't worry. I'll extract you if it seems.
I think they were his friends.
It's not for us to interrogate the past. In any case, let's get you down into King's Reach. Would you like to connect to the Abyss?
I'm ready.
All right. Head to the station and check on that seal. My instinct was right. The sigils were connected. How interesting. The seal on the drift mines reactor must hold the key to opening this door. It's not a place I usually send my scouts to, but... it can't be helped, I suppose.
Is your work so relentless, little scout?
You remember me this time?
This is the road to the old. Gravity corrodes at great depth. We never truly understood that at the time. You should take care.
I'm more capable than I look.
Yes. Pardon my intrusion, but what business could you...
I'm being sent to apprehend a wanted man.
Is he now? A dangerous man.
strange person.
I assumed you knew him.
A few of my scouts have met him in the past. Many years ago. But I assumed he was long gone.
Gone where? What are these shrines even for?
An old god of the Abyss. The Church of Luna was once the dominant power here, but its teachings have been lost over the centuries. Only these statues remain. And a few believers, it would seem.
scouts down here. Why's that?
A mine abandoned for 2 centuries is not the safest place to send a scout. But it's what the All-Father wants, and who am I to argue?
You're finally here. How interesting.
Is someone there?
Remember there being quite this many shrines down here.
They really went all out, huh?
It's lonely down here, and dangerous. I guess you can't blame them for clinging so tightly to old superstitions.
Admiring the view? What shit-pit town did you come from to find that so impressive?
What's your problem? What do you even want from me?
For you to cultivate a sense of urgency. This isn't a nice meander through the bloody park. I'm giving you everything you need to see this prophecy through to the bitter end, but it's all for shit if you're too late. She deserves better than that. We deserve better. I've got a lot riding on you folks, and time is running short.
A superstition of mine. I wouldn't expect anything less from her. She always was a liar.
Aylin, are you hearing this?
The static. It's probably just proximity to all these drift crystals. It'll clear up soon.
Yeah.
Forbidden door. Keep out. Goodbye.
Excuse me?
Forbidden door. The door is forbidden. Go away.
Why is the door forbidden?
Because I said so.
Okay. Do you happen to know?
Children have mercy. Listen, if I should have stayed in my lift. At least it was quiet there. Bloody reactor this.
This is the quickest.
Well, it's on the... And the problem with that is, only twins can ride the rails.
There must be others like you.
Maybe. I haven't seen it. Oh, you've bloody gone and done it now. 200 years I've been guarding this door. That's it. I'm out. I don't care if the All-Father strikes me blind.
It's just a door.
Just a door. I don't know why the All-Father sealed that temple.
I'm not going to hurt you. Not intentionally, anyway. Think of this as a little test.
Who are you? Aylin? Are you there?
This is what was taken from me. Do you see? Go on then. Show me your worth. feeding you lies through that hideous mouthpiece of his. I can help you. Come to the hanging towers, break my chains, and I'll break yours in return. I've left you a little gift as proof of my intent.
you alright? You went completely off radar. Are you hurt? Let me check you over.
Aylin. I'm fine. Never mind. It's not important. Give me an abridged history of the Abyss whenever I hop into one of these things.
The twins are little more than vehicles, ferrying cargo across the mines. The back twin gives the orders, and the front twin does all the work.
Now, why does that sound so familiar?
Didn't have Invincible Scout on my Abyss bingo card, but every day's a new adventure.
I'm definitely...
The Allfather hasn't struck you down for trespass. That place is a temple for a long-dead god. Mani, child of Luna. No entry, strictly forbidden.
If this Mani is dead...
I don't know. Not like anyone tells me. I'm done with all that now. I'm going home.
Are you going back to Ellie?
Wait. How do you know about them?
You're Otis, aren't you? Ellie talks...
I never thought I'd see my twin again. Never even let myself hope that if the Allfather catches me...
But first he has to catch you.
Listen, if you see Ellie again, let them keep thinking I'm living it up somewhere out there.
Is that better or worse than screaming, do you think?
Only one way to find out.
Listen, change of plans. Forget the station. Find another way to Greenland. And be quick about it.
Why would I want to do that?
You think you're the only one who knows how to use a bloody train? Listen to yourself. If he realizes they're running again, I'm screwed. Game over. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 penance.
He? What are you talking about?
The All-Father, folks. Atticus fucking Lynch. You're his little executioner, aren't you? You saw what he did to poor old William. Locked him away like the inconvenience he was. Well, he'll do worse to me.
I'm just doing my job.
Your job is to lead me to the gallows. Maybe you ought to ask yourself why.
Once you collect this seal, the station door should open up back in King's Reach. The All-Father favors efficient scouts. I'm sure he'll reduce your sentence as a reward. You've done exceptionally well.
Why disturb me after all this time? I've done nothing wrong. The Scourge escaped. The abyss is shifting. It has been for decades. I don't want to hurt you, but I will. Parasite! Barging in here into my home. What gives you the right? Pitiful little horn. Silent one delights in your ignorance. want to hurt you, but I will. Parasite, barging in here. want to hurt you, but I will. Parasite! Want to hurt you, but I will. Parasite! But
you? You've come to bring me back, haven't you?
Back to where?
Home. You always said he'd come back for me.
I don't know what the collect...
No. Please. I want to go home.
I'm sorry.
He wore the mantle of All-Father like an ill-fitting crown, a role foisted upon him by necessity. He was a humble man then, an ordinary man, surrounding himself with comrades whom he called family. I am nothing without you, he told them. Wings of the All-Father, those who knew him best, who loved him best. Of course, she would bring it to him. Letitia, child of nowhere, daughter of the collective, she who found the God soul, the answer. A gift to the All-Father, she said, and so he took it, and it was too late to go back. When the scourge came, not even the great man of fate could spare them. She chose sacrifice, like the one before her, and hoped that someday she might return home. It was the only lie he ever told her.
She locked herself away out of choice.
A terrible fate to spare her from one far worse. A chaos he created, and so he hid the truth from her, for fear that she would hate him. The dead tell no tales, but there are those who yet to live.
You mean Urian?
I realized it too late. I've always been too late.
It wasn't your fault.
Funny. He was so kind. I wish you'd take me back to them.
I wish I knew how.
Maybe...
Someone once told me that the Abyss is a spider's web for love. I think I understand what they meant now.
So, where's the...
Even I don't want to know the... After all this time, the Abyss is still capable of surprise.
Who were the collective?
I don't know. She sounded so lonely.
Otis mentioned an old...
I told you before. The churches teach gods and temples and collectives. I guess I know less than I
guess.
Anyway, all that really matters is get some rest. Tomorrow we'll head back to King's Reach and see if the wait... Time for bed, Fox?
Sleep sounds good.
Ah, Fox. I've been combing. There is not much to go on, but it seems like they were those adrift, William and Letitia, along with one Urian Caldecott.
How come they hate each other so much now?
Something must have changed. Something they couldn't come back from.
Aelin, what do you...
That's a rather weighty question.
But he was the one who created...
In the image of his daughter, I'm told. Anyway, none of this is getting you any closer to Greymont.
Are we really gonna give you...
This is about reducing your sentence, Fox. The history of the Abyss is fragmented. All I really know is that Greymont and the Scourge came, and the All-Father sealed this. I guess we'll have to find out the rest ourselves. Would you like to connect to the Abyss?
I'm ready.
I guess there's no going back now, Fox. You're in Caldecott awaits. Let's open the door.
Tickets, please. Show us your What do you think of my flash new job? I shall choose to ignore that.
How are you finding it?
Nah, it's much... Sometimes I go to the north end of the line, and sometimes I go to the south end of the line.
Stop!
Still, the change of scenery is nice. I suppose me and Otis must have lived somewhere like that once.
Don't you ever wonder how Otis...
I know him. He'd never have settled for any... It's a small life, innit? We have reached the end of the line where this train will terminate. All change, please. All change.
Train.
I get there when I get there. You're on my time now.
Your time better be snappy. I'm a very popular man these days. Atticus caged his own friends up and threw away the key. We're not dealing with a reasonable man. He did to Sylvan. How should I? He always was hideously loyal. Listen, you're here now. The rest is irrelevant. You're going to help me put things right. I've been waiting a lifetime for this opportunity.
I'm happy for you.
You won't be when I'm dead. Get moving.
I never thought I'd see the day when the train started running again.
Couldn't you have sent a scout to do it?
It's not for me to decide where scouts are posted. Only the All-Father can issue orders.
See, that's what I find so strange about you. You've got all this power, but you only ever do what the All-Father says.
That's what I was created for. My own desires aren't important.
Is that what he told you?
I've seen archive photos of New London. supposing is rather similar. It must make you homesick.
That place stopped being home the moment my eyes turned red. They fell over themselves to get rid of me.
What do you mean?
You really don't get it, do you?
The Mark of Luna is a beautiful thing, a great privilege. What else is there to get?
Don't worry about it. I've got a job to do. So let's get it done.
It's a strange atmosphere.
Looks like a chapel of some kind.
Yes, of course. Just an ordinary chapel.
This is where it all began, you know? This was her city. Before he changed the habit of a lifetime.
I wish you wouldn't be so cryptic.
You'd prefer it if I were direct? All right. Everything you see here, the rot, horror, and ruin, it's all the fault of your precious All-Father. This beautiful, blessed city ruined on a fucking whim. Waiting for you at the cathedral. There's something here you really need to see.
If you wouldn't mind pointing that thing elsewhere, I'd be much obliged.
You're not gonna try to...
A rare trait among a drift, but yes.
How is that possible?
A rather bad habit. We didn't think of it as such back then. But 2 centuries of reflection tends to change your perspective.
I wouldn't know much about that kind of thing.
I suppose you wouldn't. I'm Jonty, by the way. Lady Jonty of Manchester. Is there still a Manchester? Well.
I've never met an aristocrat before.
The church threw me a Ponzi title in exchange for a few quid. No need.
Money?
They love to pretend that nobility is genetic. That's all aristocrats are. Peacocks with...
Are there others like you?
A few. Those of us who indulge the ritual from time to time. Of course, we only called it that because it sounds fancier than huffing drift like paint fumes.
That can't have been healthy.
Like ayahuasca in the desert, my dear. Visions and portents. I do wonder what happened to the others, though.
Maybe. You're the only one I've come across.
But you're a bit quick on the old trigger, aren't you? Maybe.
Okay.
The quickest route to the cathedral is across the rooftops. This should make it easy for you. You might even get here before he does.
If all of this is so important, why can't you just tell me?
Telling isn't enough. That's not how any of this works. To obtain the heart of the abyss, you have to put the bloody legwork in. The eye sees you now. If you can just awaken the sleeper, the rest is child.
What are you talking about?
Power, False. The power to fix everything. This is it always has been.
this before. Haven't I? No, it's not.
Won't you pay your respects to Mother in the moor of the city? She'll be so lonely without